What up, guys? It's your boy Cooking with Kratos. Hey, man, bruh. Oh my God, man. All right. Let's get right into this, bro. So we find out Faye dies, and she goes into the world where the gods go when they die. Man, this is so crazy, bro. So off the rip, the fire starts. Once the fire starts, we see her soul bits. Then we see her. And we see her go through this like gateway, right? Look at this gateway. She's going through it. Now later on, this gateway is going to be closed. But she goes through this gateway, right? Faye goes through this gateway. We get gameplay, her talking about this definitely isn't the light of Alfheim and all of that. And then she sees this. She sees a mask. Well, bro, check this out. When she says another mask, no, that can't be. That's impossible. So she's saying if there's another mask, then their path isn't safe, right? Check this out, dude. In the Ragnarok game, look at what Angrboda says to Loki.
Odin gave that to you? Odin gave that to you? Odin gave that to you?
What? How the hell does she know what that is? And how does she know Odin gave that to Loki? How does she know that? And how is Faye talking about another mask? Oh my God, that makes so much sense. This is why Faye was arguing with a bunch of giants because of this mask, bro. And the path isn't safe. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, man. Okay, now check this out. There's another mask that the giants know about. Okay. So there's another mask that the giants know about. And even these guys right here, we got a lot to break down with these guys here, man. So Faye's saying that their path isn't safe. Now, why would she say that path isn't safe? Is it because she knows now Odin's going to come for him, which we know Odin's going to be looking for him because we see that on Faye's mural. We see Odin looking for Loki. So she already knew that was going to happen. So what does Faye do to try to stop that? To try to help and protect Loki? Not only does she go against her people, but she tries to stop them because she knows the path isn't safe. Now check this shit out, bro. This is where I get into Odin still being alive and him being Mimir. Guys, listen to me, man. Trust me. Mimir is still around. He's going to be around. The real Mimir, we have not ran into him yet, in my opinion. I believe we're going to run into the real Mimir later on in the game. Another game we play, we're going to run into the real Mimir. This, guys, I believe is Odin. Now, all the evidence I've given you guys already, I've given you guys countless evidence of this. All right. So much evidence, bro. Now, check this shit out, dude. Here's one more final piece of evidence. Check this out.
Ah, the very topic of conversation.
Did you see that?
A tattooed man.
Bruh. One more time. Look.
Ah, the very topic
Dude,
of conversation.
they step on top. Santa Monica's so fucking fire, man. Dude, they step on top of the mountaintop. Once they step on top of the mountaintop, notice this void that they go through. It's like an illusion. Look, once they step on the mountaintop, you see it looks like you're touching water or something. Like they walk through this void. Right when they walk through this void, this is all Odin's illusion. Guys, this is why when Kratos says,
Boy, check their path. Make sure we're all alone.
Loki goes, checks the path, nobody's there, right? Because nobody was there. They was never there. That was all an illusion set by Odin. So when he's talking to Balder and talking to Magni and talking to Modi, they're not there. That's just an illusion. That's why when you step on top of the mountain, you see that you're going inside of that void. You're stepping inside of that illusion. They were never there. So him going to check and make sure they're gone, they didn't go away that quick. They were never even there in the first place. Odin knew that Kratos was going to the top of that mountain because Odin seen the mural. Odin saw the mural in Jotunheim way back before this game even came out. He went to Jotunheim with Tyr to offer peace to the giants. He was going to give them Thor's hammer. Dude, he saw that. He looked at the triptychs and seen that Kratos was traveling to the mountaintop with Loki. Bro, Odin went there, disguised himself as Mimir. He would be right there with them the whole time. This is why Faye said the path is not safe. Let me cook, bro. Now, we're not even done. That ain't even it. Now, I've already given so much evidence showing you that Mimir, Odin, is Mimir. Now, listen, they could have changed it, okay? I'll give you that. They could have changed it and just made him Tyr the whole time. But think about it. Just think about it like this. Guys, Ragnarok didn't have no big moment, right? The big moment in God of War 2018, you know, they always have this moment in our God of War games. Like Corey said, we always have this like Ashes moment. Like the moment where, you know, when Kratos got the ashes put on his body, that was the big moment in the God of War game. They didn't have, and in 2018, the big moment was Kratos going back getting the blades. They didn't have no big moment in Ragnarok, guys. The big moment in Ragnarok was supposed to have been, oh, Tyr was disguised as Odin this whole time. But let's be real, bro. We all know that shit was a total letdown. That shit was trash. Him being Tyr, dude, I seen it a mile away when he called Frey a freak, all that, bro. I just knew it was him, but I was saying it's got to be Mimir. But I'm going to tell you guys something, bro. They could have changed it to that, to him being Tyr. But think about it. Wouldn't it be so much fire, bro, if they made him actually Mimir? That would have been way better than him being Tyr. You see, if he was Mimir, that would explain everything that we got in 2018. That's how Odin knows about Loki. He doesn't know about Loki with him being, you know, not being Mimir. Like, okay, when Loki finds out he's a god and he talking to Mimir about it, Mimir says,
You already do, laddie. Your faculty for language is extraordinary for one so young.
okay, right after he says that, you continue on with the game and you go to the top of the mountain and then you run into Balder and Balder says,
You're just weak. Turns out the boy is the brain.
how does Balder know the boy is the brains? How does Balder know that Loki is the brains? Matter of fact, how does Odin know to tell him Loki is the brains? Because he just said it when he said your faculty for language is extraordinary for one so young. Dude, they put everything down in 2018. I don't know why the hell they didn't pick it up in Ragnarok. That would have been so dope. Not only that, like I said, I've given so much evidence. How they misspelled Mimir's name and shit, bro. And the real Mimir's name being misspelled. You know what I'm saying? And then they did the same shit with Tyr. They misspelled his name. But, bro, come on, man. Bro, oh my God, man. It's so, it would just be so dope, right? And then you find the real Mimir later on. Because, guys, for everyone that loves Mimir, you'll still get Mimir. I mean, he's still at the bottom of the Yggdrasil tree or wherever he could be at. But it would be so much fire if he was Odin instead of Tyr, right? Like, just think about it. How much groundwork they have already laid. You know what I mean? Now, back to this. So we know that the giants know about the mask. Now, look, this is another thing about the giants. You see, the giants believe that you're supposed to walk your destiny. They do not believe in changing your fate. So it's kind of like in Alfheim, the dark elves and light elves. You don't know who's the good and the bad guys, right? You don't know. So Kratos is like, let's stay out of their war. We don't know who the good or who's the bad. That's why when Odin, being Tyr, when he's talking to Loki about the not the Ironwood, but the Alfheim war, he's like,
Exactly. What do you think, Atreus? Is there a right side in this war?
I don't know.
Then perhaps you shouldn't pick one.
so therefore the giants, we don't know if the Aesir are bad and the giants are good. We don't know why they hate each other. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to find out. But that's just a part of the game, like saying like, damn, the giants could be the bad guys because the giants want you to walk your destiny. They do not believe in changing your fate. This is why Faye was arguing with them. Also, guys, Odin placing himself on top of that mountain and you going through that illusion. When Faye says the path isn't safe, Faye herself is going to be the one that put that black breath in the mountaintop. Let me cook, bro. She put that black breath in the mountaintop to keep them from going to the mountaintop, running into the fake Mimir. She's going to, bro. That's why she's saying the path isn't safe, bro. That's why she's saying this. Not only that, dude. Not only that. But these people right here, these people that like this guy that's beating up on Faye. Okay, listen to what this lady says about this mask. Listen.
I wonder, do you think this could set you free?
So she says, do you think this could set you free? Now, what is not being set free? That's not walking your own path. Like, if you want to be set free, that means you're not going to walk the path that they've placed out for you. You want to be free. So I believe that this person actually knows about this mask and knows about the giants wanting you to walk your path and not being set free. Only being put on the path that they know you're going to be put on, following your destiny. Dude, this is why Angry Boda says this.
For many giants, there is beauty in learning your path and walking it. For many giants, there is beauty in learning your path and walking it. For many giants, there is beauty in learning your path and walking it.
And now, bro, not only that, it is okay. Dude, it's so much to go over right now, bro. So look, these two right here. Okay, whatever light this is that shines, I don't know if this, like, okay, she says, okay, he says segment, right? And then she says no, Bexy. But I've seen people think that they're talking to one another, but I don't believe that. I believe that he is saying, is that segment? And then she's saying, no, that's not segment, it's Bexy. Because he looks and he says,
Segment.
No, Betsy. I will handle that problem.
so like, is it she, like, are they questioning each other, or are they saying that could be either segment or Bexy? And I looked it up. The Bexy, I think, a segment, they are like Egyptian gods or something like that. But are these two, Bexy and segment? You know what I'm saying? I guess we'll figure that out later. But is that light that comes? Is that like when someone, like a god, falls or something? Well, now we know for certain that that's not, that the end is not for Odin. Like even if Odin did die, he wouldn't die. He would know this is where he was going to. He would go to this place here. Now whoever this is tells Faye that there's no escape, that the gate is closed.
The gateway is closed. There is no escape.
So this gate being closed must mean she can't leave until she opens this gate. Now, I believe she's going to open this gate, get back, go back to wherever she's at. And I'm not sure how time is going to work. But as far as I know, time is time lined up, because soon as they light the fire, she says burnt clothes. You know what I'm saying? So the fire's been lit. They on their way. But once she knows about that mask, not only that, man, Faye must have had the mask because she's using it as like a power or something, because that whoever this is takes that out of her hand and says another mask. So, like, bruh, a lot to unpack. But not only that, I've seen so much shit just from this. I got so much more to break down. And again, for you guys that don't want to believe that Odin is disguised as Mimir, don't, because maybe they didn't. You know, maybe they were going to do it and they changed it. Who knows? But I will give you guys this. Santa Monica, they look at feedback from all of these videos that we all create. And the number one creator, even though he's low-key a thief, he is Captain Cuba. You know what I'm saying? He is the number one creator when it comes to this God of War community shit. He has the most subs and he gets the most views. So Cuba made a video that said he hated how the theory of Odin being Mimir was. Like, this the video. He says,
I really hate this God of War theory. Many God of War fans believe that Mimir is Odin in disguise. They point to the fact that he seems to know a lot about the
and look, in this video, like, this video has like over 1 million views, 1 million likes, some shit like that. So, bro, I'm sure Santa Monica saw this. This video was made way before Ragnarok came out. So I'm sure Santa Monica saw this. And when they saw this and looked at the comments, look at all these comments. Everybody in this comment section is saying how dumb that theory is and how they would hate that. So maybe Santa Monica saw that, and maybe they said, well, since people are going to hate it, then we can't make him Mimir. We got to make him Tyr now. What can we do? That's why Eric, in the interview Eric was like, we were thinking about what we should do. So we were like, maybe we should just make him Tyr. That's how he knows everything, because he was going to be, if he's not Mimir, he was going to definitely be Mimir. That's too much shit in Ragnarok that shows, and too much shit in 2018 that just shows that he is Mimir this whole time. But maybe they changed it because of this feedback that they got from Cuba's video. I mean, we know that they watch us YouTubers and they look at the comment section. Just know that they do that because, look, salute to Under the Mayo, because if it was not for him, the Ragnarok game we got, in the beginning of Ragnarok, you would have never been able to mess with your axe, because that was a critique that Under the Mayo did in his God of War Was Ruined video. He was like, I can't even do nothing with my axe. I can't do shit with the buttons. They don't let me do nothing. But in Ragnarok, they fixed that. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you start, you can, play with the axe and see what the shit do. Also, he critiqued them about the jumping. Look, they fixed that shit in God of War laufey. So they do, trust me. I'm sure that they have a team that only listens to these videos and theories and shit and read feedback. I'm sure that they do, bro. I'm sure that they do. This is like free promotion for them. That's why, they do interviews and shit with Ford and Cuba, all kind of shit, man. I mean, this is like unlimited promotion for them, bro. Anyway, that's going to do it for this part of the video. Oh. One more thing before I go. I forgot. So, if you have not seen the videos that I've shown of Odin being disguised as Mimir, let me just throw a few more things in here. Okay. Thor comes into the house in the Ragnarok game. When Thor comes in, bro, notice how the two ravens fly in behind him, right? Those two ravens go to the specific spot where Loki hid Mimir. Kratos tells him to hide Mimir. Those ravens go to that exact spot where that head is hidden. Why those ravens go there? Because those ravens know that is their master. They're poking to get him out. You understand what I'm saying? Not only that, but while you're in that scene, Thor pouring Atreus a drink. Thor would not pour Loki a damn drink unless he knew Kratos lets him drink. Now, how does he know Kratos lets him drink? It's because when Kratos gave him the Lemian wine inside of Tyr's temple, Odin was Mimir the whole time. He knew Kratos let Atreus drink. So he tells Thor to be polite, pour him a drink. Dude, so many hints, dude. So much evidence, dude. I'm telling you. Not only that, but the main damn plot. When you step on that mountaintop, bro, you come into the illusion of Odin, bro. This is why Faye says the path is not safe. There's another mask. And she knows there's another mask. Odin is going to be after Loki because he can translate said mask. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
If there's another mask, their path isn't safe.